The BMW IBU World Cup stop in Kontiolahti was a difficult one due to the global situation caused by the coronavirus, but together with coaches, it was decided that competitions would continue until Saturday, when the whole season ended. The 3 days in North Karelia were nonetheless highly spectacular and provided plenty of emotions, with the fight for the Crystal Globes as the main protagonist. With the big globe well set as his goal, Johannes Thingnes entered the men's sprint as prepared as ever. It was a wire-to-wire domination from him, and with no target missed at the range, he left no room for the opposition.
It's a bit of a risk when you shoot that slow, but when I hit 5, my bet was a good bet.
Martin Fourcade fought like a lion in the last loop to close the gap, finish behind his rival and keep his chances to lift one last overall globe alive. The women's weekend was not any less full of drama. On a Friday that seemed jinxed for her, Dorothea Wierer missed 3 times to close out of the top 10, losing the sprint globe and most of her lead in the overall. Denise Herrmann took a second consecutive sprint win and seized a first ever Crystal Globe with it.
Oh, it's an amazing feeling. I heard the speaker when I was in the start gate that I'm currently second in the overall for the sprint, and I wasn't thinking about the globe in the sprint because I had also some bad sprint races, and I know Dorothea had the red bib and I don't know the points and wasn't thinking about, and now when it is working that I'm super happy.
With Thierry closing third despite 2 misses, the Norwegian remained behind their Italian rival in the overall, with what felt like a match point to be played in the final competition. 2 very exciting pursuits ended the season and in both cases assigned the overall globe at the end of a great fight. Fourcade needed to win and hope for Johannes to finish 5th to take back the total score, and in the windy afternoon he almost pulled it off. Bö trembled in the first standing, but a clean final range allowed him to finish 4th and defend the title he had taken 12 months ago. By finishing 3rd, Emilien and Jacquelin conquered a first ever globe in the pursuit. Not much later, Thierry found herself in the perfect position at the final range, but the wind and the moment got to her. 3 misses sent her too far back to claim a maiden overall victory. Julia Simon took the race in style for her first ever victory. Dorothea Wierer, despite a difficult day, could lift the overall globe just like last season, becoming the first woman since Magdalena Forsberg to do so. The evening before the final competition of the season, Fourcade announced that Kontiolahti's pursuit would be his last ever start in the Biathlon World Cup. On the venue where he took his very first win, and in the same format, he closed his career with a perfect circle.
It has been a dream, an awake dream, doing a bit more than 10 years, and I couldn't dream about finishing another way. And I'm proud I achieved all I did, and proud I discovered myself along that journey, and today it's just a beautiful way to finish it. I'm proud and happy to leave. If there is tears, they will be from joy.
Not much later, another icon of the sport, Kaisa Makarainen, announced that this day was to be a final of a long and successful career.
No, I'm happy I had a clean last shooting. Yeah, I didn't expect that it would happen here in my home stadium, but yeah, we cannot choose all the steps in our life, and finally I'm happy that it happened here.
With an enthralling ending and all the emotions that only biathlon can give, the season has come to its end, though earlier than planned. But biathlon will be back before you realize, as we will return here to Kontiolahti in less than 9 months.